Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to Shito's Mathematics Coaching Program. Before the commencement of today's lecture, I urge every one of you should kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe button, hit on the bell to get the notifications anytime I drop my new videos. Today we are going to be looking at application of cosine rule. So we've been hearing cosine rule, cosine rule. So now, what is the nature of cosine rule? When do we apply cosine rule, and on which particular plane shape, understand, or on which particular problem we apply cosine rule? So now cosine rule is applied or is used to solve triangles, understand? So it's used to solve what is used to solve triangles, be it isosceles triangle or scaling triangle, you understand? So we use cosine rule to solve triangle. Either you solve the angles, and when you ask you to solve triangle, therefore you have to solve all the sides and the angles. So now, when are we to use quadratic? When are we to use cosine rule? That's what we want to do now. So now, the first one, if you want to use cosine rule, okay, the cosine rule is of the form. Let's say we have s squared plus s squared equals to y squared plus z squared minus 2yz cos what? Cos x. So that is what? That is just the nature, the general formula of what? Of cosine rule. So when are we to use cosine rule? The first is giving the three sides. That is, if we have three sides of triangle to be what? Of the given triangle to be known. That is, if you have, let's say I have the rough sketch of the triangle here. So we have Sn, we have y, and we have z. You can say this side, these are the angles, understand? Then the sides are the boundary of this, because it's from here, this one and this one, these are the sides. So if we have this side, so let's represent the size of these to be small letters, this one to be z small letter, and this one to be this. Can you see? So when the size, all the sides are given, you can see that all the sides are given here. We have x, y, z. So we are not giving the angle, we are not giving this, and we are not giving this. I get it. So this first one we use when we are giving that. I get it. So the second one is giving two sides and included angle, understand? So that is, let me say we have a rough sketch again. We have x, we have y, then we have z, understand? So let's say you are giving the size of this, and you are giving the side of this one also. So you are giving this theta. I get it. So you are not giving the side, but you are giving two sides, then the angle between the two sides are given. So we use what? We still use this cosine rule to solve, understand? So here you can only solve for what? For the angles here, because all the sides are given already. So from here, if you want to get, so therefore if you want to get this one, you just make cos s the surrogate of formula here, understand? Then you solve. If it is z, you make z cos z the surrogate of formula, you solve. Are you getting it now? So we are going to use what we have here to solve the problem we have here. Solution. So having a solution, you can see that we are not giving any diagram here, so we'll be the ones to draw the diagram, but we are going to be considering a rough sketch of the triangle by the size given to us, understand? So we just determine, or we look at this. So let's say we have this triangle, let's say we have this triangle in form of this. So you have it in form of this. So you can see that you have the longer, okay, sorry, let's say I have it this way, I have it this way. So out of this, you can see that which one is longer. So we have 16, you understand, and we have 14, You understand? Followed by this, we have 6a. Can you see that? So if you like, we can label this. Let's say we have this to be a, this to be, okay, let me use x, y, z. This will be x, this will be y, and this will be what? This will be z. Are you getting it? So to solve this kind of problem, definitely you can see is the form of this we have. Understand that is all the sides are given. The now says solve the triangle. So what you have to solve are this. Solve this, you solve this, and solve this angle. I get it now. So to solve this angle now, so what are you going to do? You are going to use this. Understand? So from this that we have a, we make what? We first make, if you want to get x, understand? We make cos x the subject of formula. That is, from there we have cos x, understand, will be equals to y squared plus z squared minus x squared over 2yz. So if you make it to be solid formula, from there you now have x to be cos inverse of y squared plus z squared minus x squared over what? 2yz. So that is what you are going to have. So from there you're going to have this x, that is this angle x will be cos inverse, understand, of, so what is my x and what is my y? You can see that my y is 14 because the size, so we have 14 squared plus, what is my z? So we have what? We have 6 squared. What is my minus? So what is my x? So my x is 16 squared. So I have 16 squared over 2, 14, then 6. So what I have here, that is 2 times 14, that is y, and 2 times, and what? And z. So now from here, what's the next thing we are going to do? So you press your calculator. So what is 14 square? So 14 square, we are going to have 196. So we have 196 plus 36 minus. So 16 square will actually give us what? It will give us 256. So from there, over 2 times 14 times 6. 2 times 14 times 6. So we have what? We are going to have 168. So now from there we have our x to be equals to, so you add this one together, you have 196 plus 36 minus 256. So what are you going to have? We have what? We have minus 20 what? We have minus 24 over what? Over 168. Are you getting it? So press this one. So 24 divided by 168 will be giving us, so this one will be giving us minus 0.142 then 9. You understand now? So now from there, don't forget your cos what? Cos inverse. You understand? Cos what? Cos inverse. So then what's the cos inverse of minus? What's the cos inverse of minus 0.4? So cos inverse of minus 0.1429. So this one gave us 98.2 degree. Can you see that? So that is the value of what? That's the value of x. So now, if you now want to know, therefore this place is 98.2 degree. Are you getting this now? So if you want to know this angle, so if you want to know the second angle here, let's say we want to know our y. So from here we use the same thing. So this will be cos y will be equals to, you can see we pick y. So this will be l squared. Look at the pattern. Plus z squared minus what? Minus y squared over 2xz. So automatically we have our y to be equals to cos inverse of all of this. Understand? That is x squared plus z squared minus y squared all over 2xz. Are you getting it now? So from there, we have what? We have our y to be equals to cos inverse of what is my x squared. So I have my x squared to be 16 squared, then plus I have my z squared to be 6 squared, then minus, so I have my y squared to be what? My y squared to be 14 what? 14 squared, then all over 2 times 16 times 6. Are you getting it? So we are going to solve this one further. So solving this one further, oh shit. So we have what? We have this. Solving this one further. So from here, don't mind me. So I've wiped away this one. Let me draw it back. We have to find this. We have z. Then we have what here? We have y here. You understand? I have 16. So we have this. So now from there, so we solve further. We have this to be equals to, so 16 square. 16 square is same thing as 256. Then plus 36 minus 14 square is same thing as 196 over 2 multiplied by 16 times what? Times 6. So I'll be having, don't calculate our cos inverse. Understand? Your cos inverse is f, so we have cos inverse to be equals to, so now 256 plus 36 minus 196 will actually give us what? We have 96 over 2 times 16, 2 times 16 times 6. So we are going to have 192. Understand? So from there, so what do we do? So let's say, because I don't want to clean this, so let me say I go further, I clean this side, I jump to this side. So if I jump to this side, I have what? We are going to have this one. So what is 96 divided by 192? So we have 1 over 2, and 1 over 2 is same thing as 0.5. Our cos inverse of 0.5. I get it. So what is the cos inverse of 0.5? So we have cos inverse of 0.5 to be equals to 60 degree, which shows that my y is equals to 60 degree. So therefore we have 60 degree to be this one. So now the next thing to solve is what? Is for angle of what? Of z. So to get the angle of z here, so we have two ways. So we can solve the same way we've been doing, understand? But looking at this, so this will lead us to larger was, this will be complicated in the sense that we have a long way to go. So now we can see we have this, and this is right angle, and this is what it is, what they call triangle already. So, and you know that the sum of angles of triangle is 180 degrees. So to get this one now, so in triangle XYZ, can you see? So you can say that x plus y plus z equals to 180 degrees. Here's sum of angles in a triangle. So we are looking for what? We are looking for the z. So z will be actually 180 minus x plus what? Plus y here. So our z will be 180 minus, what is my x? So I have my x here to be what? I have my x to be 98.2 degree, and I have my y to be 60 degree. So my z will be 180 minus, if you add this and this together, 98.2 plus 60. So what are you going to have? So we are going to have 158.2 degree. So now we have your 180 minus 158. So you have what? You have the result to be what? To be 21.8 degree. So which is the what? Which is the last problem we have to solve. So now if you now want to know whether you are very right or not, so you add x plus y plus z. This has to give you what? 180. So let's quickly do that. Add this, and add this. So let's say maybe it will give us 180. So we have 98.2 plus 60, then plus 21.8. So if you look at this plus this 98.2 plus 60 plus 21.8 actually give us 180 degree. So which is the solution to the problem we have on the board? If you have any question to ask, kindly hit on the comment box and ask the question. So I'm here to give you the best answer to your question. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do that. Hit the bell to get the notifications anytime I drop my new videos. So I wish you best of luck.